Hi there, it's Lindsay here from Masks by Lynsey. I've been asked by Thurso to create a video for a Christmas decoration which is sustainable, using recycled materials, environmentally friendly and generally better for our planet. So the thing I'm going to show you today is how to make a recycled Christmas wreath from fabric. So obviously Masks by Lynsey, I make masks, a no-brainer. I started making masks for my family when the whole COVID thing erupted. I've always worked with fabric. I used to run a curtain making business. So because of that, I have a buttload of fabric scraps, fabric ends, remnants lying around. So this is a really lovely thing that you can do for Christmas time. You can do it as a gift, or you can create one for your own home as a decoration for your own home. So you don't need to have any sort of business involving fabric to make these. You can use fabric lying around your home. So you could use maybe old children's clothes that are sentimental that you want to keep, but there's no point in keeping the baby grow. You could use something like that. You could use old bedding that is maybe sort of past its best and not really good enough to donate to charity shops. Cottons are the easiest fabric to choose, simply for the reason that you can snip them and rip them. So I'll show you with a scrap here. So this is just a wee bit of cotton left over from a mask, and the beauty of cotton, as I say, snip and rip, so it's a lot quicker. You can do a very Christmas themed one, so maybe using traditional Christmas colours, reds, greens, golds, or you can do something that you can have up in your home all year round. It's not just for Christmas. So what you're going to want to do for your Christmas wreath is you need a frame to start on. So I have here just a very basic florist's wreath wire ring. You can pick these up from your local florist. They're not very expensive. If you don't want to do that, and if you have an old wire coat hanger in your home, you can always make a ring from the coat hanger. So it'll take a wee bit of battering and a wee bit of manipulation, but it is possible. So for the purposes of this demonstration for you today, I'm going to take the cheats out and I'm going to use the florist's wreath ring. So it's a really simple process. It's something that you can do sitting in front of your television at night when you're catching up on your soaps or Netflix or whatever. So what I would say, there's no right or wrong. It's absolutely, you get your bundle of fabrics and you can start knotting. I found it easiest. I did run a couple of workshops a few Christmases ago now doing these wreath rings, and I found it easiest when using the florist ones. You've got your sort of markers, your 5 points, and just to make sure that your wreath is like lovely and balanced and sort of visually balanced at the end when you're finished, we find it easiest to get your strips and tie them. And I sort of worked in a wee sort of system, so I would do a colour and a colour and the same colour every time, like 5 times round. So there, there and there, and then build up on that. You want your strips to be, these ones are measuring, they're about 1 inch wide and they're about between 6 and 7 inches long. You're better trying to keep them all roughly the same length, so that when you've knotted them, then it's not too hard to tidy up afterwards. But yeah, you want about 1 inch wide strips. You can use thinner if you want, it'll just take longer to fill the whole wreath ring. Inch wide, about 6 to 7 inches long. And it's really simple. You're putting under the wire and just a simple knot. Okay, so you can start to see how it's starting to look as you build up your different fabrics. And I won't bore you by doing the whole thing because it does take a wee while. It's a nice project, but it's a wee bit time consuming, but I think it's definitely worth it because at the end of it you end up with a beautiful, completely individual, completely personalised to you homemade decoration, which is good for the environment, good for your pocket, save a bit of money, and obviously they last, which is really nice as well. So it can be something that you bring out year after year, or depending on your fabric choices, you can use it all year round. So I'll show you again the finished product. Looks absolutely beautiful, totally environmentally friendly. You're saving what would essentially be fabric scraps from going to the landfill. So an all-round good sustainable Christmas product. Could also be a Christmas present you could gift to friends and family. Yeah, have a lovely Christmas.